Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cameron. So today I want to show you guys how I got this gorgeous color on my client. It came out absolutely beautifully and she loved it. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, you guys, so before we get started, I am going to show you everything that you will need or everything that I used. Of course, I like to use a measuring cup, a bowl, whisk, your brush, your color brush, and I always use a color key just to make sure I'm getting all the color out of the tube, and also my Olaplex #1, as you will see. So I used today Pravana 6.5M, which is a mahogany color. It does give more of like a brownish red tone, which is what we were going for. So it came out really pretty. And I'm also going to use a level 30, volume 30 developer with this. This will just give us those 3 levels of lift that we need. And I'm going to go ahead and mix. Now, Pravana calls for 1 to 1.5 ratio of color. And I'm going to add, I think, 3/4 of the Olaplex #1. So for my mixing ratio today, I did 1.5 ounces of color to 2 ounces of 30 volume developer. So that's 1 to 1.5 ratio. I know a lot of you guys are probably not familiar with how to read color formulas or just the terms used when you talking about color. So a lot of times we read formulas in ratios. So on the back of a color tube or on the box, you may see something that says like 1 to 1.5, which is how Pravana does theirs. Their ratio is 1 to 1.5. So that means we'll do 1 ounce of color to 1.5 ounces of developer. So no matter how you do that, you just use that ratio. Okay, so back to what we have going on here. As you guys see, I am simply just coating each section with our color. And if you notice, I am not going all the way to the roots just yet. This is because I do not want to give her hot roots. So since we are lifting her hair, we are actually going a little lighter by 3 shades. We are not going to go all the way to her roots just yet. We'll do that after we do the complete head, because if not, we will definitely have our roots much lighter than our ends. So if you notice anyone with, say, a red head, but their roots are way lighter than their ends, that is what we call hot roots. That happens when the roots lift way faster than the ends. And this happens just because the roots are closer to our scalp, which puts off heat, and the heat activates the color or makes the color work a little faster, which is why you might see sometimes your stylist may put you under the dryer when doing a color just to help it kind of penetrate and get hot. When it gets hot, it activates. So like I said, right now we are focused mostly on everything but the roots. So you'll see me kind of moving the color around like this just to kind of make sure everything is saturated and evenly distributed. And other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's really simple. I am sectioning her hair in a diagonal pattern. This just helps it not fall on her face and get her face all dirty. But other than that, it's pretty simple.
Cashback you earn at the end of your first year automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Amazing. It's kind of like being showered with cash from above, which would also be pretty amazing. It's so amazing that millions of people a year are getting their cashback matched. They just can't get enough. So whether it's raining down on your head or raining into your bank account, it's your cashback. And Discover is matching it. Discover Cashback Match. What are you waiting for? Learn more at discover.com/match.
So once I finished the whole head, I went ahead and put a plastic cap on her and let her sit for 20 minutes. So this is me taking her cap down, and I'm going to go ahead now and do her roots. So I usually do this section by section, doing the whole section first. It's really just a simple tapping method just to kind of saturate the roots. So I go around the big section first, and then I usually start at the top, and this just makes it easier so I don't have to use any clips. I start at the top and just hit her roots, and I do both sides. Really simple. So y'all will see me picking up my first section, and this is where I will go ahead and start splitting the hair in the sections that I already have created from our first application. So I'm going ahead and just tapping the roots. Now the key to this is using enough of our color so that it gets through that whole segment without it, being too much, so that you're not missing any spots. So now we're going to go ahead and do the whole head. I love this part. It's just so satisfying. So now that we have all the roots done, I like to go ahead and cross check, which means I go opposite of my initial section. So I'm going vertically down her head just to make sure I haven't missed any spots. If I did, I just tap with my brush. I have a little color on there, and that just fixes any of the missed spots. Okay, so after that, we're going to go ahead and put another plastic cap on her. I'm going to let her sit for 25 minutes. And then I have washed her out. Everything is clean. So here I am using my heat protectant. I'm going to go ahead and detangle and go ahead and blow dry her out just like normal. So after she is completely dry, I like to ask my client where she wants her hair parted. This time she chose a middle part, so this is what we're doing now. So after that, I like to add my Olaplex number 7 oil, and I'm going to section off in my 4 sections and begin to flat iron and curl her hair. Okay, y'all, so this is not a silk press tutorial, so I'm going to just let you guys watch this part, but I'm just going to straighten and curl her, just one pass and then the curl.
I'll be sleeping. I'll be nice.
See, I can sleep, but I'm okay with not being asleep. Okay, you guys, so here's her finished look. Let me know what you guys think. We absolutely loved it. She was in love. She was telling me how she was going to be shaking and flipping her hair all weekend. So that was my goal. I'm so glad she loved it. Everything came out good. I'm just putting the finishing touches on it. I put a little bit of my Olaplex number 7 oil just to kind of give it a little bit more shine, make it real soft. But that's all, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all later.